Sup guys, today we're going to be reacting to Mogul Mail. Man, it has been like ages since I've even seen these things. I only watch Ludwig's main channel, but like, these are interesting from time to time. You can't really watch like all of them though, right? It's one of those things, right? But apparently this one is piqued my interest because it says why everyone's leaving YouTube, which is funny because I swear he does this like every season, like 4 times a year. I swear he does this. It's either leaving Twitch or YouTube, right? It's always why is everyone leaving kind of thing, and then explains it. So, what does he have in store for us this time?
Have you been noticing this trend where people who are signed to YouTube live streaming contracts that
Oh, he's talking about the contracts again.
Join your guild on one condition.
Yeah.
will do anything? Have you been noticing
The contract things he's talking about is also something he's done last time too. He's probably going to say some BS or not, it's not exactly BS, but he's probably going to talk about like after the contract they go over to Twitch or something, and then like after the Twitch contract they actually go back to YouTube, and it's just like boop 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 boop.
noticing this trend where people who are signed to YouTube live streaming contracts, the day their contract ends, switch right back to Twitch or start multi-streaming? Because I have, and it's got me wondering, is YouTube live streaming a wash? Has it been a failure?
It's not exactly a wash. It's more like the what you gonna call it? It's one of those things where it's only good to go back and forth with, like not to stick to that platform, you know? It's not like the main platform. It's the connecting platform that's like if you can do multi-streams, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like if you had Twitch and then you would do like kind of like a pyramid thing. Let's say Twitch is on the top pyramid part of the scheme. Then the next two would be like YouTube and Facebook, and then it would go down one more, split into 4 more categories, and then it'd be like TikTok. I like how I put Facebook above TikTok, but anyways, you know what I mean, right? You get what I mean. That's how I see YouTube's live streaming service.
Failure of an attempt by YouTube to compete against Twitch. And I'm not the only one thinking this. This is also a thought shared by Dan Clancy.
It's definitely one of those thoughts that will always come back and will always be talked about. And it's never going to die as long as these social platforms exist, really. So it's just one of those easy topics to talk about, I guess.
And YouTube Live not changing isn't because they move slow.
People usually talk about it when they get stressed out about their social media, by the way. Funny enough, have you noticed that?
It's because YouTube Live isn't a priority for YouTube.
And that's certainly a fact, all right? YouTube live streaming.
Just like the perfect pause. Chad face. Well, just normal. And then, yep.
Grow as long as it doesn't impede on the already incredibly successful YouTube video service. If you grow YouTube live stream and that takes away some percentage of success, right? Like if you basically recommend more YouTube live
Also, what happened to Lud's arm? Did I miss something? Why is it all covered up? What happened?
And that keeps people on YouTube for less time because they're watching less videos because they don't enjoy the live streams as much as the videos. You have made a failed product, even if it ends up beating Twitch, because YouTube videos make so much money.
I actually do wonder though, like, what's it called? If Twitch were to implement what YouTube was doing with more like video before live streaming, do you think it would actually be the same as YouTube? Like, I am curious, because YouTube, it's more like videos foremost, then live streams. Although now it's videos, shorts, live streams. So what if Twitch... No, Twitch already kind of has that, don't they? Because they have live streaming, clips, and then videos. It's just they have different orders of priority.
Money, and they are so popular.
That sucks.
He goes on to talk about the streamers
For my
themselves and
friends who
says,
went to YouTube, man.
But your
Yeah,
friends that went to YouTube are all coming back, Sushi.
Yes.
Yeah. And you can see someone already adds me in this, but he's not wrong, right? Look, when Myth ended his YouTube contract, I believe he took a break. He stopped streaming on YouTube. Lily, the moment her contract ended, switched back over to Twitch. Dr. Lupo, when his contract ended, started multi-streaming. Tim the Tapman today said he was going to start multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube. And look, his viewership is better on Twitch after 3 years, I think, on YouTube than it is right now on YouTube. That's crazy. 3 years.
I mean, also, I basically already. Well, I'm turning to a record player. Anyways, what was I saying? Like I said, YouTube not priority for live streaming. That's why there's less people watching. So that the way they have it formatted on their website just makes it harder, anyways. So of course it'd be less viewers. This all comes back to the pyramid.
And nothing fucking changed. He's literally doing better on Twitch. And you might be wondering, okay, why are streamers switching back to Twitch? Well, one might be because they do better. They get more views.
I don't understand why they have to decide, though. I mean, yeah, sure, if you're going to be on a contract, but, you're going to have to, decide, right? If you're going to do contracts for live streaming, you go to Twitch. If you're going to do contracts for videos, you go to YouTube. It's that easy. Other than that, if you're not going to do a contract, just use both. Find a way to do both. The more platforms, the better. The more, it's basically saying, the more signs, the better. You know, those sign flippers that's, outside going, and then, flipping the signs? Instead of just one on a corner, imagine two. Another one on the other corner, the other side of the block, all pointing for the same place. It's just that more effective. It's just that easy.
Viewers. Two, it's because they also make more money.
What am I watching? I always wondered why these ads even are like these. I'm pretty sure that that's not even the gameplay. It's false advertisement.
Earlier, I didn't answer it. I apologize.
Probably.
I'm not making up messages here. We are at 6.3.
Our game's over.
So you have an official
Their game is over.
Probably closer to 6.5, if I had to guess.
And Tim basically says he got 6,500 subs in one single stream. On Twitch and on YouTube, he had 14,000 subs. So he basically got almost half his subscriber count in one day. So he's going to start making more money from Twitch subs than he ever did.
I will say as well, the day coming back to a platform will always be higher than anything, because it's the welcome back kind of pink glasses moment. You know what I mean?
From YouTube members. And I basically tweeted out this exact point, that it feels like, YouTube live streamers switch back to Twitch. And it got everyone asking, am I personally switching back to Twitch? Is that what this is? And the answer is no, not at all. That's not what my tweet was. I was actually just noticing a fact. I personally have a YouTube contract that is not over yet, and I'm happy streaming on YouTube.
Blink if you need help, Ludwig.
But I do have a contract that
he blinked. He blinked twice, guys. This is real.
On Twitch. And I enjoy multi-streaming in the only circumstance where I find it good, which is for my events, aka for Ludwig Streamer Games. If I just streamed that on one platform, it would do a lot worse in terms of viewership than if I streamed it on multiple platforms and also let other people stream it. I mean, we peaked at 175K and averaged 134,000 viewers. That wouldn't happen.
I feel like he's just basically saying what I said, but long-winded, because the longer it is, the better, supposedly. But we'll see. We'll see if this is just a trap for time.
On Twitch. And for events, I want as many people to see the event as possible. That's all I care about. By the way, I'm a multi-streaming hater. I actually think it is a generally bad thing for creators.
Why?
At least creators who are trying to be the biggest creator in the world. I think it can be pretty good for creators who just want maybe as many eyeballs on them as possible if they're trying to spread a message or raise money for charity or doing events. I don't think it makes sense if you want to be the next Kai Cenat. You don't become.
I actually don't know who that is. I actually straight up don't know who that is.
The next Kai Cenat. If you have 50,000 viewers on YouTube and 50,000 viewers on Twitch, you become the next Kai Cenat. If you have 90,000 on just one platform and you're the biggest person on that platform. because the rich get richer on that platform, right? You'll grow and grow and grow and grow, and your peak viewership will be insane. It'll be a moment a lot of people talk about. It'll all be.
But that's actually a good pause. That's only if you want to be the most popular, right? What if people just want to do it for a living, right? Then does that really matter? It's more stable to have like a multi-platform than rather just get too big on one and then watch that platform go under. Know what I mean?
Be drawn to you. I think when you fracture your audience, you also fracture your
Yeah, you also fracture your arm. Am I right? Too soon?
growth, which I think is a bad thing. This is my take on it. This could be wrong. By the way, if you're new to streaming, I also don't think it's a bad thing. If you're new to streaming, you should try out both platforms. Don't marry yourself to a platform. You don't know where your audience is going.
I mean, why would you like stick to a platform? I've been curious about that. Like, if you can, try to multi-stream. Like, let's say if you're running something past the 720 resolution on Twitch, let's say, like the default for that, and it's not like too blurry and whatnot, then try to like multi-stream to another platform as well. Just get yourself out there in like multiple different places. It's way better than just waiting for the one spot to be clicked on. Why not 2 spots? Know what I'm saying?
Going to come from. But
Yeah,
I
know
find
what I'm
multi-streamers
saying.
to also be bad at multi-streaming. They usually care about one chat more than the other. Anyway, I digress. Multi-streaming hater. I'm not going to start multi-streaming when my contract's up.
More like multi-molding.
And I don't know what I'm going to do exactly yet. But this goes back to our initial question. Does this
By the way,
mean
Goku's mid, Gohan's better.
YouTube live streaming has been a failure? Is it bad? Is it a flop? Should they quit? Did they fell off? The answer, no. No.
Wait, whoa, what the most watched major streaming platform? Oh, wait, streaming plat. Wait, what? What the heck is that? That's insane. What the? I thought it was the other way around. What? Huh? Well, I guess there's like music. Well, no, there's that on. That's also on Twitch. Is it because of the priority system? Oh my god.
Fundamentally, no. If you look at the most watched major streaming platforms by hours watched of live broadcasts, Q2 of this year, YouTube gaps Twitch. It's not close. 3 times bigger. 15 billion hours watched on YouTube versus 5 billion
that's
hours
bizarre.
watched on Twitch. However, that doesn't exactly tell the full story. Because if you look at this, you also have to include, some people like YouTube's biggest live streamer by hours watched, which is not iShowSpeed. It is Lo-Fi Girl.
This is what I just said. Okay. It's actually funny because I think this is where the Google thing comes into play. When it's like searching for music and stuff, and like music you can listen to and like lots of it, this would be the place to go compared to Twitch. Like, heck, you wouldn't even be able to find the music you're looking for on Twitch, whereas on like YouTube, thanks to Google and stuff too, it's just like you type the phrase you want and then bam, it's just right there.
Lo-Fi Girl's like the biggest streamer in the world on YouTube Live, because she streams every fucking day with 15 to 25,000 average viewers. I guess maybe technically she's a VTuber, but it's also weird if you are including,
That's really weird to think about when you call them a VTuber. They're a mute VTuber that is pre-recorded, maybe? I think pre-recorded. And pre-rendered even. That is bizarre.
Things like Lo-Fi Girl or videos playing on loop, or what there's a bunch of on YouTube Live, which is scams. In fact, one of the biggest live streams right now on YouTube is Tesla, except it's not Tesla. It is a scam account with 20,000
I
subscribers.
actually have not seen this. Like, straight up, this is not even on my feed. Like, can I show you guys my feed real quick? I'm gonna show you guys my feed. YouTube. Check it out. This is my feed. Cat. Lots of cats. Skits. Shorts. Funny ha-has. Memes. Yeah, that's basically it. Well, I can't really do anything about the YouTube TV thing. But yeah, see? It's just these kinds of things. So, that's very bizarre. I guess YouTube does cater to their audience, huh?
With 86,000 bots watching to give it some credibility, so people click on it who aren't part of the bot number, and then they scan this code, and then they lose all of their crypto. Do not scan this code. I'm showing.
That is insane. This is actually something my mother would try to do and then be like, oh no, I lost everything. But luckily she complains enough to people like a Karen does, kind of basically on like to the bank and stuff to get like things sorted back out as soon as possible. So good on her.
This is an example of YouTube's corrupt
bank as an example, by the way.
Botting problem. Not for you to get scams. So, okay, what if we just track actual YouTube gaming streamers, right?
I never use this page. I straight up forgot this page even existed. Like, I don't even know how many people actually click on this thing. Like, it's surprising. You know, all I ever do, like, and all that I ever see other people do, they always hit home, shorts, and maybe subscriptions. Heck, they don't even hit music, YouTube music.
Actual streamers, actual people who are streaming video games. Well, then the contest becomes a lot more fair. And there are still a lot of huge streamers. I mean, look, Steak right now is live.
No. Click the button.
With 41,000 viewers. That is massive. That is a huge stream. He's absolutely killing it, right? I don't have to tell you guys about iShowSpeed. Arguably one of the, if not the biggest streamer in the world. Maybe second to Kai. I don't know. Top 2 for sure. And if you look at that, well, that's what Stream Hatchet does. It becomes a lot more fair, all right? You can see that Twitch is still the big dog with 5 billion hours watched. This is still Q2 of 2024.
Okay, that's what I was thinking of. Okay, this is exactly what I was seeing, like, in my head. So that was bizarre when I saw what he put up earlier with the YouTube surpassing Twitch for the moment, but that makes more sense, like, overall. Like, more stable-wise, this makes more sense. What is that, Kick? What's this one next to Kick? I don't know what that is. And then this new one that's a Z? I didn't even know there was this many streaming platforms. Oh my goodness, what the heck? That's bizarre. Hey guys, try to get every single one. So when you look at this list, by the way you're gonna do this is like you're gonna prioritize the live streams of the first 2, or the first 2, and then from there, like, you're gonna basically not use as much bandwidth for the other multi-streams that you're gonna do for the other ones unless you can. Like, don't try to prioritize as highly. Just like lower the quality to whatever they're also using. Don't try to put it at the same standard as like the first 2. You know what I mean? Maybe slightly higher than everyone else if you can, but otherwise just put it low and just spread it out.
YouTube is at 2 billion. However, that is...
If you're wondering why I don't do it, is because I, for one, first, don't have time to stream. That's why you see me usually just doing these things. Second, I become so unhinged when I'm like live. Like in person, I am off the walls from time to time. I say the most dumbest things ever, or the funniest. It really depends. Ask my friends. What friends? I don't know.
It's still an increase for YouTube over Twitch. They're gaining market share over Twitch. And again, this is just YouTube gaming. This is not any of like the political stuff or the 24/7 channels or the videos that are playing on loop and acting as live streams. This is just gaming streamers, and it is growing fast. All right.
Wait, this is just gaming streamers. Dang, that's actually... So these would be way higher then.
This is a bit of trouble. Twitch is on the down in a year where live streaming is back, baby. It peaked in COVID. All right, we had 9.8 billion hours watched Q2 of COVID. This is 2021. It went down, and now we are coming back. In the next couple years, live streaming will likely be bigger than it was during COVID, and YouTube is part of the reason why it is growing, along a bunch of other sites. Not so much Twitch. Twitch is not really growing, which maybe isn't what you think of, because culturally everyone leaves YouTube or all these other sites like Kick to go to Twitch. So where are these viewers coming from? Not America. So if I were to rephrase the question...
Yeah. Because, like, all these places are, like, all over the world, right? They're trying to make their own business.
Is YouTube live streaming a failure? In America? In English-speaking countries?
Yes.
Kind of. Yeah, maybe a little bit. They're not doing as well as people thought they would. Across the world? Fuck no. They're doing amazing. They are crushing. And you know this is true if you watch VTubers. VTubers crush on YouTube, man. Hololive, they fucking run that shit, bro.
Yeah, exactly. VTubers are a YouTube thing. But for, like, English VTubers, it's more on Twitch, right? It's super interesting. I've noticed that for quite a while. I don't know why that trend is, and maybe he'll talk about it.
They run YouTube live streaming. That is a big section of it. In fact, all of Asia seems to prefer YouTube for a live streaming platform, and it makes sense. All right, one of the countries...
Ah! This actually looks a little interesting. No, it's an AFK game. Never mind.
Countries that did accept Twitch and did become huge in terms of, like, including Twitch into their culture was South Korea. And then Twitch abandoned South Korea. So, you know, not a lot of money being put into Asia for Twitch or by Twitch.
I'm sorry, did you say Twitch abandoned South Korea? What a bad move, if that's true.
YouTube, they crushed it, right? So Vietnam is one of the biggest countries for YouTube live streaming. Indonesia is one of the biggest countries. Japan, of course, with all the VTubers. And now South Korea is becoming incredibly popular because Twitch has abandoned them there. And when you think of the biggest live streamers in the world...
I'm curious, though. What about Europe? How's that going to go? Like, would they prefer Twitch or YouTube? Because that one's like the in-between, right?
If you're so America-centric, you might think it's one of these four, right? Maybe LCS right now, maybe you know, Asmin or XQC. But right now, I think the biggest streamer in terms of average viewers right now is Mixie Gaming, who is a Vietnamese streamer who streams on Nemo TV. He has 130,000 viewers.
I've never heard of this. Nemo TV. I'm hearing so many new platforms just right off the bat. That's bizarre.
More than the three streamers I just mentioned combined. So when you leave the American or English-speaking sphere...
You know, guys, I'm actually slightly tempted to stream on all the platforms I can all at once. And I'm just going to, like, talk to you guys. That's, like, my thought process. But I don't think I can do that. Like, I do not have the bandwidth to do that. But it's such a tempting thing to, like, do if I did have it.
Understand where YouTube live streaming is thriving. And I know that wasn't a YouTube live streaming example, but I think it shows my point that not everything is actually happening on Twitch. And YouTube live streaming isn't as bad as people make it out to be. All right? I know it is vastly preferred by lurkers. People who never type in chat, which is most people who watch live.
Honestly, true. Very true. So you'd be talking to yourself kind of like it's a video.
Streams love YouTube live because the player is way better. And because they don't interact with chat, they don't care that the chat experience is worse. They're able to pick up where they left off in the VOD, rewind easily to catch up to a moment, and it works.
Yeah, because of the rewinds and stuff, of course, they're not going to talk. Because it's like, yeah, they're not caught up to things, so the response to it won't be that good to begin with.
It's like YouTube, which everybody watches.
Unless they ask, like, a long question, and then they'll wait for the answer kind of thing. Otherwise, it'd be like, nah. Like, if someone were to ask, how's the weather? Psh, no. But if it was, like, something more like, what do you think about Teslas? And then expect a long answer, I guess.
Chatters vastly prefer Twitch because the Twitch chatting experience is way better, right? There's a culture there. And because chatting is better, streamers also tend to prefer Twitch. Again, this is just in English-speaking countries. Streamers tend to prefer Twitch because they like when chat is happy because that makes their lives better because all they do is read chat. Another big buff YouTube live streaming has, though, is peak viewership. Big moments, big cultural moments, things that you had to be there for, things that you want to fucking talk about the next day.
Yeah, like the cyclothon. That was pretty good.
Sometimes happen on YouTube. All right? Because there's an algorithm there.
I like how you could just say cyclothon and you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's just how big it is.
Start to gain viewership, it gets recommended to a shit ton of people. And if you look at the channels with the highest peak viewers, it is not eBuy at number 1. It is OnePlus India during the Indian elections last year, peaking at almost 10 million viewers.
Damn.
Kaze TV peaked at 6 million a couple of years ago on YouTube, right? Apple, when they announced their new products, 3.6 million. Law and Crime, I think this might have been the Johnny Depp trial with 3.5 million.
Oh yeah,
So
the Johnny Depp trial. Wow, that's been a while. I actually straight up forgot about that.
Charity Match, 2.6 million. In fact, most peak viewership all time in live streaming space comes from YouTube, not from Twitch, man.
Yeah, because it's all about the viral moments, and to find those viral moments, you would go back to YouTube anyways.
All right, because Twitch isn't good at getting a huge amount of people to watch
Twitch isn't good at like having a search engine. That's the problem.
one live stream at one moment. They're good at getting people a high average viewership for a long period of time, which honestly isn't a bad thing. It works for most people who do more chill streams. But if you are a streamer who does like big events, 2-hour streams that a lot of hype shit happens, people like I Show Speed who go to a country and you're going to watch because some crazy shit's about to go down, YouTube is a perfect...
is that what happened to your arm? I'm actually curious now. I'll definitely have to check that one out at some point.
place to be. In fact, just last week, Minato Aqua, who is a VTuber, had an insane amount of viewership. You might think the biggest live streaming of the past week was Kai and Speed doing their Minecraft run. I think they peaked at like 700,000 viewers combined.
Sheesh.
Aqua with her graduation stream from HoloLive peaked at 735,000. All right, and that happened on YouTube. I do not think that would have happened on Twitch. I do not think she would have had as many viewers peak if that had happened. This does not mean that YouTube live streaming is better than Twitch by any means, but there are pros for it, okay? There are pros for it.
Yeah, like these events that people hear of, right? And they have like a search term to look up kind of thing. Well, guess what? This comes to the search term thing. Good luck finding that on Twitch. You would already have to have subbed to them. But whereas on YouTube, you don't have to sub. You just type in a phrase and then bam. And then it'll show their live streaming and whatnot. And then it's like big event. Boop, 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 boop. It's just so much easier to find events and stuff. That's what I'm pretty sure he means by like events and big whatevers. It's just like something people know about that's happening. Something that they can write into the box in order to find.
There are also cons. There are some big cons, actually. One of them being the fact that you cannot stream longer than 12 hours. It is pretty...
Oh, really? That's interesting. I never knew that. Then again, the most I could ever stream is like 2 hours maximum now.
apparent that we are in a marathon meta, all right? People stream for very long periods of time because you build a bunch of viewers in a category. More people end up watching you. You get more peak viewers overall. And it's something that I've been doing for a long time. But it doesn't work
maybe that's why like the cyclothon's the way it is with how it's built. Like it's multi-platform, right? As well as they do a day, then they end the stream, and then like once the schedule starts again, they continue their challenge of like the last one, 14 days cyclothon thing. So if you have a format, then it works out. But if it's one of those challenges where you have to be live streaming for like 24 hours, then yeah, you're gonna have to use Twitch.
Well, on YouTube. And when Kai has started doing it, it fucking crushes. And the Minecraft thing I just started talking about, he peaked at 381,000 viewers, all right? But he was doing it with Speed. Speed peaked at 351,000, which is not too far behind. But you might notice throughout the stream, his marathon stream, there's just severe drop-offs in viewership. And the reason for that is because YouTube does not let you stream longer than 12 hours. So all of these VODs are cut off at 11 hours, whatever. Basically, after 12 hours, if you continue to stream, the stream is no longer available to watch.
Dang.
You can never watch the VOD back. In fact, you can't even download the VOD back.
What?
I learned this
That's-
firsthand when I tried to stream Elden Ring in one sitting in my...
Oh, I remember that. Oh, that's sad. Dang. I was actually looking forward for that.
Local recording failed, and I asked YouTube for the VOD, and they said you can't get it. They eventually got it to me after like a lot of fucking tech behind the scenes in like 720p or something. Thank you to the YouTube tech
720p.
people for that.
Let's go.
But that shit sucks, man. That shit sucks. All right, I streamed 58 hours, and the viewership falls off a cliff. I will never get another viewer, not one more, for that entire live stream that I
Aw,
did. Even
rest in
though
peace.
you can upload 24 hours of a fireplace. Why can't I stream 13 hours but a fireplace can stream for 24? I don't get it. You can also have a 100-hour timer video. Why? Why can't I stream? Let me stream longer. Maybe just verified creators are allowed to stream up to 50 hours. Something like that. All right? Do you know how big Speed's stream would have been if it didn't have to be broken into 10 parts? The final video would have like fucking 40, 50, 60 million views. That shit would be crazy. But YouTube doesn't let you do that. And I think YouTube is still technically too far behind Twitch for it to compete with English-speaking audiences. And it is making a lot of streamers in the English-speaking space switch over back to Twitch. And elsewhere in the world, they're crushing because Twitch is not competing in those areas. They're struggling in those areas or just leaving them entirely. But as far as English-speaking world, yes, YouTube live streaming a bit of a flop. What will I do when it's time for my contract to end? Well, stick around in this channel. And
Wow, that's actually funny. So, Twitch and YouTube, huh? So, Twitch is doing the thing where it's like single post sign, whereas YouTube is doing the thing where it's like 4 post signs in the same block. 4 sign flippers.
you'll find out. All right, thank you all for watching. See you later. Goodbye now, everybody.
Woo, that was actually really good. I like that. Wow, I had a lot to talk about that time too, huh? Whew. Guys, if you enjoyed that, be sure to go over to their channel. Smash that like button. Maybe even subscribe. I don't really watch these too often though. It's a lot to take in, so it's every now and then, and not most topics are really up to par to what I usually would talk about, I guess. So I don't know. But if there is something you want me to cover, just hit me up. Otherwise, I'll see you guys later with other stuff. All right. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.